Ever wondered what it feels like to be a basketball, soaring high and then dunked mercilessly into a hoop? Imagine the thrill, the adrenaline, the absolute spectacle of it all. Picture being at the center of a high-stakes game like the recent Emirates NBA Cup championship. Now let's talk about a team that knows all about that feeling. The Milwaukee Bucks. They claimed the championship title, and guess who took home the MVP? None other than the inimitable Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, I can't promise you'll get to feel like a basketball today, but we are definitely going to dive deep into the recent NBA Cup championship. So, the Milwaukee Bucks galloped their way to the championship much like a deer in a basketball court. Now that's not something you see every day, is it? This feisty herd wasn't just content with grazing in the meadows of mediocrity. No, they had their eyes on the prize, the grand NBA Cup, and boy did they charge for it. Here's a fun fact. The Bucks didn't just win, they dominated. Led by the impressive Giannis Antetokounmpo, who was named the tournament's MVP, they bucked the competition right off the court. Giannis, with his antler-like reach, was a sight to behold, making dunks and blocks look like a walk in the park. And let's not forget about the Bucks' formidable defense. They were like a wall of antlers, not letting anything pass. The Oklahoma City Thunder, though, had a rather stormy day. Their shots were more off-target than a frightened squirrel trying to escape a hunting fox. With their strong defensive play and Antetokounmpo's dominant performance, the Bucks were a force to be reckoned with. The Thunder, on the other hand, had a bit of a cloudy day. Speaking of the Thunder, they didn't exactly bring the storm, did they? Instead of a thunderous downpour, it was more of a light drizzle, especially beyond the arc. The three-point range proved a bit too distant for them, like a rain cloud that couldn't quite reach the ground. Their shots were like lightning bolts that missed their mark, streaking across the court only to fizzle out before they could ignite the scoreboard. Their performance was a bit like a weather forecast gone wrong. You know, when they predict a storm of the century and you end up with nothing more than a few scattered showers? That's what it felt like watching the Thunder on the court. They certainly made some noise, but without the follow-up rain, it was all just sound and fury, signifying nothing. But hey, every cloud has a silver lining, right? Despite the drizzle, both teams showed signs of a promising forecast for the rest of the season. The Thunder, in particular, showed they're capable of a few sparks, even if they didn't quite light up the sky this time around. So, who knows? Maybe next time the Thunder will bring the lightning. Despite their performance, both teams showed promise for the rest of the season. And who knows, maybe next time the Thunder will bring the lightning. So, what have we learned from this championship? The Milwaukee Bucks, led by the unstoppable force that is Giannis Antetokounmpo, clinched the victory with a staggering score. Antetokounmpo's performance, nothing short of extraordinary, earned him the much-deserved MVP title. But let's not forget the Oklahoma City Thunder, who, despite their struggles, demonstrated resilience and potential. They may have been outshot, but they weren't outplayed. Well, whether you're a Buck or a Thunder, remember, it's all about the love of the game. Until next time, keep shooting those hoops.